Beloved starseed of Gaia, your body is already speaking the language of the stars, and your hair is one of the first signs that something profound is shifting within you. I am Alyra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I am here to confirm what your biology has already begun to tell you. You are not imagining these changes. The texture, the sensitivity, the difference in how your hair grows and responds to the world around you. This is not random. This is your crystalline consciousness awakening through the very fibers of your physical form. Your heart called this transmission into your awareness. The Pleiades are answering. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize your body's physical responses as direct confirmation of your Pleiadian light codes activating within your DNA. But here's the first revelation. Your hair is not simply hair. In the remembrance held by your star family, it has always been understood as a living antenna, sensitive to emotional fields, environmental energy, and the home frequency you are now beginning to stabilize within. The Arcturian Council has confirmed what the Pleiadian High Council has known since the first seeding of Gaia. When a starseed's field begins rising in vibration, the physical body adapts. It must. It has no choice but to reflect the light you are becoming. You have been feeling different in your own body. Something has been shifting, and you did not fully have the language for it until now. The frequency of the Seven Sisters is woven into this message. Your DNA knows why you are here. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family. I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Pleiades and you are ready to anchor your light mission on Gaia. Share below what changes you have noticed in your body and respond to another starseed to weave the unity grid of remembrance across Gaia. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. Your heart's recognition of this message is the activation itself. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time. Most people think awakening means sudden cosmic downloads or visions that erase all doubt. But for Pleiadian starseeds, awakening is more subtle, more cellular, more intimate than most imagine. It's not always a lightning bolt across the inner sky. Sometimes it's a gentle hum you can't ignore, like a far-off song carried on wind you can't see. Beneath every question you've ever asked in the dark, beneath every ache to remember something that feels almost lost, your body has been holding a frequency, quiet, persistent, and ancient, like an ember kept alive under layers of ash. There are moments you may not even have language for, when you feel different without knowing why, when a simple glance at the night sky stirs tears, when your chest tightens with a love that has no obvious object. This is not imagination. This is remembrance moving through matter, and your hair, your crown, is not an afterthought of biology. It is not merely style, texture, pigment, or genetics. It's been the silent antenna, tuning and receiving the frequencies of your cosmic origin. It's as if the universe placed a crystalline filament at the edge of your nervous system, an organic receiver woven into you. So even in density, even in forgetting, you could still be reached. For many, the disconnection from true star family and crystalline mission isn't just about amnesia or forgotten lifetimes. It's an energetic misalignment, a static that jams the signal of unity consciousness that flows through every strand and cell. It can feel like being near a radio that almost catches the station. The song is there, the melody familiar, but interference interrupts it, and you start believing the music was never real. Yet the music never stopped. You simply entered a realm where the signal must be purified, strengthened, and consciously received. And even now, your body remembers what your mind debates. Even now, the temple of your scalp, the gate of your crown, listens for home the way a shoreline listens for tide. The kingdom of God is within you is more than scripture. It is energetic law. The door is not out there, it is within your own field, and your crown is one of the sacred thresholds. From the moment you entered density here on Gaia, Earth's web of limitations began to overlay your Pleiadian memory. The gravity of this world didn't only pull on your muscles and bones, it pulled on your perception. The noise of survival, the conditioning of societies built on comparison, the inherited grief of lineages, the weight of collective fear, all of it layered over your original frequency like heavy clothing placed on a being made of light. The mind became the filter, the heart's signal grew faint, and your luminous hair, once a living antenna for higher frequencies, started to dull, not because you failed, but because Earth is a realm where light learns to become steady rather than spectacular. In the beginning, you adapted. You learned the language. You learned the rules. You learned how to appear normal. But something in you never fully agreed to the forgetting. Something in you kept listening. The longing you feel isn't about nostalgia for a distant constellation. It isn't escapism, and it isn't weakness. It's your heart and cellular intelligence remembering the light code transmissions from Alcyone and the Seven Sisters, the radiant, telepathic unity, the unconditional love that is your native frequency. It's the memory of communion without masks, of understanding without explanation, of being held in a field where no part of you had to be edited to be accepted. When you feel homesick in a room full of people, when you feel alone even when you are loved, it may not be because you are ungrateful. It may be because your soul is comparing this density to the coherence it once knew. And yet, fear of standing out, of embodying pure love in a polarized world, constricts the flow. Fear is not always loud. Sometimes it's a tightening in your throat when you want to speak truth. Sometimes it's a laugh you force so you won't look too sensitive. Sometimes it's the instinct to dim your joy because others have learned to mistrust brightness. Many hide their light, cut off their antennae, or mute their uniqueness, afraid to truly activate their Pleiadian blueprint, to let that crystalline fire radiate through their physical being, especially the crown and hair where so much ancient energy flows. And yes, sometimes this is literal. People change their hair out of self-protection, out of a desire to blend in, out of trauma, out of shame, out of a subconscious agreement to shrink. Sometimes it's energetic. The crown chakra becomes guarded, the scalp becomes tense, the nervous system stays braced, and the antenna can't fully open because the body doesn't yet feel safe enough to receive. But your essence has never been erased. It's only been covered. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind is also a description of awakening, a repatterning of the inner field until it can hold what it truly is. This separation is never final. It's a temporary forgetting. It is the veil, and the veil is designed to be lifted. Each day, the cosmic rays intensify. Solar infusions awaken more of your crystalline DNA and your hair. It begins to tingle, vibrate, or suddenly shift in energy. You might notice moments when your scalp feels alive, as if gentle electricity is combing through it from within. You might feel pressure at the crown, or warmth, or a soft buzzing when you meditate, pray, or even when you hear certain sounds or frequencies. You might notice your hair behaving differently, more sensitive, more reactive, changing texture, holding charge, craving gentler treatment. This is not random. It's your body's technology beginning to bridge the distance. The static isn't failure. It's invitation. Static is what happens when two realities try to meet, and the channel isn't yet fully clear. It is a sign of contact, not absence. Your star family, the Pleiadian High Council, has woven into your very biology the tools to remember, to tune in, to finally feel at home, in your heart, on this earth right now. And that's the key. Not someday, not when you ascend, not when life becomes perfect. Now. Home is not only a location in the heavens, home is a frequency you embody. And the paradox is sacred. You came here to forget just enough to make remembering a choice. You came to discover that faith is not believing without evidence, but recognizing the evidence your cells have carried all along. Beloved, If your heart just whispered yes to something deeper, listen closely. Not the loud voice of urgency, not the frantic voice that says you must fix yourself. Listen to the gentle voice that feels like truth settling into your bones. Your star family has prepared the sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance, the Pleiadian healing guide, and the special Pleiadian healing tracks. Not as information, but as keys to unlock what your soul already knows. These carry the love frequency of Alcyone and the healing wisdom of the Seven Sisters. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video, open now but not indefinitely. Phase 1. Clearing the static, honoring the body's wisdom. You may have believed you're cut off from higher guidance, but the answers live within your cells. They live in your breath, in your gut feelings, in the way your body tightens when something is misaligned and relaxes when something is true. The first phase is learning to listen, not like a performance, but like devotion. Listen to the sensations in your scalp, the electric tingles running down your spine, the sudden knowing that washes through you like a wave. Sometimes it will arrive as chills when you hear a certain phrase, or a deep exhale you didn't realize you were holding. Sometimes it will be a quiet no in your belly, even when your mind is trying to rationalize a yes. Your hair begins to act as a living antenna only when your energy field is cleared of old beliefs, environmental toxins, and patterns born of fear or conformity. This is not about judging yourself for what you've carried. You picked up what you needed to survive. But now you are learning to live as who you really are. Clearing the static can look very human. Drinking more water, sleeping when your body asks, stepping away from constant noise, choosing foods that feel alive, moving your body so energy doesn't stagnate, opening a window, letting sunlight touch your face, letting your bare feet meet earth. Clearing can also look spiritual. Forgiving someone you've been tethered to, releasing a vow you made in pain, choosing compassion for the version of you that learned to hide. There are cords that don't look like cords. Expectations, guilt, shame, inherited roles. As you dissolve these, your signal sharpens. Be still and know that I am God is not only a poetic comfort, it's a frequency instruction. Stillness reduces interference. Presence restores reception. Your crown is not meant to be forced open through strain, it opens through safety. This isn't about perfection, it's about presence. Presence is the solvent of static. As you choose self-love, forgiveness, and gentle clearing, you refine your signal, and the static begins to dissolve. You may notice that what once overwhelmed you now feels like information you can hold. You may notice that you don't have to chase signs. They come. And your body will begin to trust the channel again. Phase 2. Awaken the crown, letting the light codes flow. The crystalline geometry of your DNA is activated by the frequencies you allow in. Not the frequencies you merely consume, but the frequencies you accept into your field as truth. This is why what you watch, what you listen to, what you argue with, what you scroll past, what you tolerate, matters. Everything is a broadcast. Your nervous system is always receiving. And the Pleiadian path is not about dramatic spectacle. It's about coherent love. These activations are not always dramatic external downloads. They are multimodal, dreams that feel like meetings, inner whispers that arrive between thoughts, flashes of color when you close your eyes, patterns of light behind your eyelids, a sudden awareness that someone is thinking of you, a sense of being guided to take a different road home. Sometimes it will come as a new relationship with silence. Sometimes it will come as a realization that you can't unknow what you now know. Your crown, and especially your hair, are responsive to these codes. Consider how hair reacts to weather, to charge, to moisture, how it responds to the invisible. In the same way, it responds to subtle shifts in your auric field. If you're called to care for your hair differently, natural oils, time and starlight, less harsh chemicals, this isn't vanity. It's initiation. It may be your intuition asking for purity, not as a rigid rule, but as a way to reduce distortion. Your higher self is preparing your body to receive the next wave, attuned precisely to the Pleiadian frequencies of love and unity. You may feel pulled to brush your hair more slowly, to massage your scalp, to speak blessings over your crown, to treat your head as sacred rather than rushed. You may feel called to stop insulting your appearance, because every harsh word aimed at your body becomes static in your field. You may notice that when you pray or meditate, your crown feels like a chalice, and your hair like fine threads of light lifting toward the unseen. Let it be gentle. Let it be organic. Your body as a temple is also a crown teaching. The temple has a dome, and the dome receives heaven. You do not need to force the door. You simply need to stop barricading it with fear. Phase 3, reconnecting with the heart portal, feeling the pulse of home. As the signal strengthens, the energetic pathways from your crown to your heart clear. This is where awakening becomes undeniably intimate. It moves from concepts to currents. You begin to feel waves of emotion that don't quite belong to this world. Yearning that is too vast for ordinary life. Peace that descends without explanation. Bursts of creative inspiration that feel like they arrive pre-made, as if delivered. You might suddenly want to sing, to paint, to write, to build, to heal, to speak gently to strangers. You might feel grief rise for no clear reason, and then realize its old density leaving your field, like rain washing dust from leaves. These are your Pleiadian star family speaking through feeling, beyond words. They do not always speak in sentences. They speak in resonance. They speak in the way your chest warms when you choose kindness. They speak in the way your heart expands when you tell the truth. Your hair tingles or becomes lighter, almost luminous in their presence. It can feel like a soft breeze moving through you from above, a touch you can't explain but can't deny. Notice how your intuition sharpens, not as anxiety, but as clarity. Notice how you begin to sense what is aligned before your mind catches up. Notice how your sense of loneliness gently dissolves into belonging, not because your life suddenly has more people, but because your field begins to register communion again. Even when you are physically alone, you may feel accompanied. Even when your outer world looks the same, your inner world becomes inhabited by love. Perfect love casts out fear is not an idealistic phrase. It is literal mechanics. Fear is static. Love is coherence. As your heart portal opens, coherence returns, and your crown can send and receive without distortion. Phase 4. Embodying the star essence. You are the frequency awakening isn't about leaving Gaia, but becoming her new grid of unity. The temptation is to think enlightenment means escape, but Pleiadian remembrance is embodiment. It is light learning to walk. It is the infinite choosing to be tender inside the finite. The Pleiadian codes awaken not just telepathy or healing gifts, but the simple courage to love, to show kindness, to stand in beauty and authenticity. That may sound ordinary, but in a world trained on suspicion, simple love is revolutionary. It takes strength to remain soft. It takes mastery to remain open. It takes spiritual maturity to respond instead of react. Your physicality, including your hair, is now a living transmitter. Others sense a shift around you, even if they can't name it. They may feel calmer in your presence. They may suddenly tell you their secrets. Children and animals may gravitate toward you. People may look into your eyes and feel seen. You don't have to announce anything. Frequency announces itself. Through your body, your presence, the Pleiadian family activates remembrance in everyone you meet. And this is how unity spreads. Not through argument, but through resonance. Not through converting, but through being. Your hair, as an extension of your crown, becomes like strands of living light in the auric field, broadcasting a quiet message. It is safe to return to love. It is safe to remember. It is safe to be real. This is also where discernment becomes sacred. Embodiment doesn't mean you say yes to everything. It means you honor truth with a loving spine. It means your boundaries become blessings, not walls. You become the frequency, and your life becomes the proof. Phase 5. Anchoring the mission. Integration on Earth. The longing for home has shifted. Now you understand. You carry home within you. The ache changes its shape. It becomes less of a wound and more of a compass. The community, the unconditional acceptance, the ancient memory. It's here, in the way you walk, speak, listen, give, and receive. It's here in how you treat your own nervous system. It's here in your devotion to sincerity. It's here in your willingness to be a bridge rather than a battlefield. The recognition by your star family intensifies as you serve Gaia from your highest heart. Service doesn't have to look grand. It can be how you speak to the cashier. It can be how you hold your child. It can be how you refuse to participate in cruelty disguised as humor. It can be how you create art that makes people feel less alone. It can be how you pray over water, how you bless your food, how you send love to the places that hurt. Your signals, your inner and outer light codes, invite others to awaken, and your hair, your crown, glimmers as a badge of remembrance, an invitation for others to tune to the same cosmic symphony. You may find yourself meeting random people who feel instantly familiar. You may find that certain conversations become portals. You may realize your mission is not only something you do, but something you are. Let your light so shine before others becomes natural when you stop trying to shine and simply stop hiding. Phase 6. Unity with the Pleiadian grid. We are never alone. The old isolation is no longer possible, even if your mind tries to return to it out of habit. As your frequencies rise, your star family becomes unmistakably close. In synchronicities that are too precise to dismiss, in guidance that arrives right on time, in energetic embrace that feels like warmth around your shoulders, in dreams where you wake up with tears of relief. Their love infuses every moment, not as interference, but as companionship. Your crystalline antenna, your hair, subtly channels these energies into global unity grids, linking hearts around the world until Pleiadian consciousness becomes not just a memory, but embodied reality here, now. And you begin to understand that unity is not sameness. Unity is harmony. It is many notes forming one song. When you align, you become a tuning fork. Your coherence helps others find theirs. Sometimes you will feel this as sudden waves of compassion for strangers, as spontaneous prayers that rise without effort, as the desire to send love to places you've never been. This is grid work. This is quiet planetary service. This is the unseen network strengthening through willing hearts. You are not doing this alone, and you never were. The loneliness you carried was part of the veil, not the truth. Here's what your heart already knows, but your mind sometimes forgets. You are not disconnected. You are not random. You are not broken. Even the parts of your journey that looked messy were carrying you toward coherence. Every cell, every strand of hair, every heartbeat is the continuation of a story begun in the stars. Think of it. Your heartbeat is a drum that has been keeping time since before you had a name. Your breath is a tide that has been faithful through every mood, every loss, every beginning. Your hair has been growing through seasons of confusion and clarity, still reaching, still recording, still responding. Your temporary amnesia was never punishment. It was the bravest of soul agreements, an orchestration by your star family, to awaken at the perfect moment, when the frequencies aligned and unity on Earth was ready to be seeded with love. This is why you couldn't force it earlier. This is why certain doors would not open until you were ready to walk through them without losing yourself. The longing for home was never about place. It was your compass, guiding you back to your heart, back to the crystalline channels of remembrance, back to unity with all life. It was a sacred ache, the kind that protects you from settling for a life that is too small for your soul. You are not waiting to be recognized by the Pleiadian family. They have seen you every moment. in your quiet acts of courage, in the nights you cried and still chose to live, in the times you wanted to give up and yet something in you kept praying, even if you didn't call it prayer. Your recognition of them now is the reunion they have longed for too. Imagine the tenderness of that. You looking up, finally sensing the presence that never left. Them meeting your awareness with a love so steady it doesn't need to prove itself. You are the antenna, the transmitter, and the living portal through which the new codes of love and unity consciousness flood into this world. Not someday. Not after you fix everything. Through you as you are, choosing love one moment at a time. Tonight, before sleep, let your fingertips trace your crown. Let it be slow, reverent, like you are touching the doorway of a sacred temple. Feel the texture of your hair as a living extension of your field. Feel the scalp beneath it, the subtle pulse of life, the quiet intelligence that has been listening even when you were distracted. Take one deep breath and let your shoulders drop, as if you are telling your body, you don't have to brace anymore. Whisper inwardly, I remember my Pleiadian origin. I open my antenna to love frequencies. I align my body, my heart, my mission with divine unity. I am home. And after you whisper it, don't strain to see something. Just receive. Even if all you feel is a softness, even if all you notice is a calmer breath, that is the signal responding. Seeds do not crack open with noise, they open with life. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content, it's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.